All right, welcome back. It is time now for Great Day Books, one of my favorite Great Day Connecticut segments other than the music.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love watching this. If you are searching for something to read poolside or at the beach, we've got you covered.
Lori Fazio from RJ Julia Booksellers is here, and she brought 6 great summer suggestions, 2 of which I've got a little handle
You
in.
have the inside scoop.
I got the inside scoop.
How about that?
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so where would you like to begin?
Well, we could start. Let's start with the scoop.
All right.
So, I mean, Bad Summer People. We did as a book club pick a couple.
Yeah, last summer, right?
Was it last summer? Oh my gosh,
I read it.
Yeah,
and
it's fun.
it's out in paperback. And do you remember how fun this was
So
and how
fun.
bad these people were?
So fun and so bad.
Yeah.
Like one was worse than the other, but it's such a great read, and it's, it takes you out to Fire Island in New York,
So
and
fun.
All the stories are like weaving together, and so it's
the history of everyone, and how they're all connected.
And and I brought like it's the time where people just want to throw a book in their beach bag and like head down either to the beach or sit out by the pool, like you said, or just even inside in the air conditioning, right, when it's steamy and hot. So, and then the other one. So you're reading the first of this,
I'm reading Guncle.
Right, Guncle, and this is Guncle Goes Abroad. So Guncle is about a gay uncle who has he's taking care of his niece and nephew because things are his family has been asked him to do that, and now they go to Italy because someone's getting married and they've got to go over Italy. They have to go over Italy.
Right.
I mean, really.
It's awful.
And the struggles that he has, but it's like
he is a very wealthy former actor.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Would have been on a show like Friends.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's how I equated it.
I think you're right. And it's fun, it's funny.
Yeah.
Everybody loves this series. So this is the second one. So you'll have to get this one after you finish Guncle.
I'm halfway through.
I also brought Summer by Allie Smith. So Allie Smith does a quartet. I mean, she does a lot of books, but she also does a quartet. Summer is one.
Okay.
She does fall, or I think it's called autumn, winter, spring, and each one is a different story, but it takes place during that time frame.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and her books are just really nice, and they're full of characters that are they going to fall in love? Are they going to this one she's having an argument with her best friend, but that's going to turn around, and so it's just an easy, fun, light read.
Yeah, who doesn't love that?
And then I bought 100 Summers. So Beatrice Williams is queen of the historical fiction. Ooh. If you like one of her books, you're going to like all of her books. She really does a lot of research. This one takes place in Rhode Island in the 1930s. In fact, we're heading to this area next week for vacation.
How fun.
And in 1938, there was a huge hurricane that
Hurricane of 38.
Wiped out all the boardwalks and everything. The cottage that we rent has all the pictures on the wall. I mean, it's really unbelievable.
Yep.
And so this is, takes place during that time frame. There's a little bit of romance going on. Everybody's back in town. Little do they know that the hurricane is coming. It's
That's exciting.
Ooh, that sounds
she does
really
a great
good.
job. So I picked this one. I thought this one was a lot of fun.
That's fantastic.
Then we've got One Golden Summer by Carly Fortune. I have not read her yet, but everybody tells me that I need to. Her books just bring you right in, and again, you read one, you want to read them all. Her books like fly off. They're like M&Ms. People like,
really?
Oh yeah, they read all of her books.
Wow, this looks like a good read.
This one is about someone a girl who's come home to take care of her grandmother, and her ex-fiance happens to be at the lake.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I love this. Monday, July 21st, 42 days left at the lake. I love when chapters start like that.
When they count down
right,
to whatever's happening.
Something's coming.
Remember
Something's
Thinner
going.
by Stephen King?
I don't read Stephen King. He scares me.
I know. It was so scary, but it was a book and about a guy who was he was losing weight because somebody put a curse on him, and each chapter started with his weight. How it went down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
that sounds very anxiety-ridden.
Oh, it was terrible.
The last one that I brought was Ellen Hildebrand, who we know her fiction.
Yeah.
We know A Perfect Couple, right, was made into a series. So this is called The Blue Book, and it's sort of a little what to do in Nantucket, because she's the queen of Nantucket. It has a little map in the very front that tells you all the places.
So
In fact, there's one
cute.
that there she is.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And then what I love is that it tells you places to eat, places to stay, what to
That's
do.
so cool.
But every few pages, it gives a little excerpt from one of her fictional books.
I love that.
Which is so cute.
Can other authors do this about these coastal New England towns?
I know,
right?
I know.
What a great
So, and
thing.
this is tight. Talk about throwing it in a beach bag. This thing
Yeah.
could go in your pocket, basically.
Exactly.
So
Ooh,
go to
love it.
Nantucket and check her out.
All right,
right.
Lori Fazio, how do we get in touch? RJ Julia Booksellers in Wesleyan or in Madison?
Yeah, so rjjulia.com or wesleyanrjjulia.com, or call us or stop in.
All right, great.
It's
I
always
know
best
you
to
have your
stop in.
Where's Waldo thing going on
my
at
gosh.
RJ Julie's in Middletown.
And Madison.
And Madison, too?
That's all July. You
Oh,
can hunt for Waldo.
awesome.
We have a little passport, and then when you fill it in, you get little giveaways.
Have a great
right.
day, everybody. Nicole, thanks for hosting.
Oh, thank you for having me. That's so